A woman and a strange man drifted at sea for 3 whole days. Just when they were about to run out of strength, Lisa suddenly spotted an island in the distance. The two used their last bit of energy and desperately paddled toward it. The moment their feet finally touched the beach, they both felt truly relieved. To find out whether the island was suitable for survival, they decided to explore it first. Matt brought a flare gun in case of emergencies, but they never expected the island to have not only fresh water, but also all kinds of wild fruits. When they climbed to the top of the mountain, they finally realized they had completely lost their sense of direction. This was a deserted island, completely isolated from the outside world. No one knew they were trapped there. Later, they discovered a cave, but it was filled with countless bats. Terrified, the two immediately jumped into the sea and desperately swam back to the beach. That was when they realized their kayak had already been swept away by the waves. Their only hope of leaving the island had completely disappeared. Lisa stood there in deep despair. There was only one life jacket left on the beach, and Matt silently bent down and picked it up. At sunset, they sat by the sea, thinking about how they would survive the night. Matt gave the life jacket to Lisa as a pillow and lit a small fire. But the sea breeze was freezing cold, and Lisa kept shivering. Matt glanced at her without saying anything. He simply took off his jacket, placed it over her shoulders, then leaned against a tree and fell asleep. Lisa, however, stayed awake the entire night. Every sound coming from the jungle filled her with fear. The next morning, Lisa wrote a huge SOS signal on the beach. But Matt remained completely calm. Instead of panicking, he slowly began adapting to life on the island. He calmly took off his clothes and jumped into the sea for a swim. Lisa secretly glanced at him before quickly looking away. Matt seemed to forget all his worries while swimming in the ocean. Lisa looked at him with a hint of envy because she couldn't relax the way he did. To avoid the rain, Matt suggested building a simple wooden shelter. During construction, Lisa cut her hand again on a sharp leaf. Matt immediately grabbed her hand and carefully treated the wound. At that moment, Lisa's heartbeat suddenly began racing. For the first time, Lisa felt a sense of safety beside him. Many days passed, yet no one came to rescue them. Even so, Lisa still refused to give up hope. She carried branches to the beach and arranged them into a huge distress signal. Gradually, she was no longer as nervous as when she first arrived. Matt would also occasionally look at her, and whenever Lisa noticed him watching, she felt that something between them had quietly changed. Without thinking too much about it, she simply cut her long pants into shorts. Life on the island slowly became less difficult than it had been at the beginning. They had gradually learned how to survive together on the isolated island. When they were thirsty, they drank coconut water together. When they were hungry, they climbed palm trees to pick bananas. It seemed that even time itself had begun moving at a different pace on this isolated island.